Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil. Jones now on 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Now a Texas native and former Aggie, it's Isaiah Spiller.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing Jones. Again, he finds Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they know the situation that's in front of them. They'll be in the playoffs. That's the good news. But have you seen enough from this team to think that they'd be a threat to do anything in said playoffs?
Well, to this point,
he's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Moore. Score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New York gets set to take over. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. On second and a long way to go. Jones, his throw incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got a man complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 70 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jones on 1st down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action. Jones going right back to Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw on target to James. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones, he gets this out to Spiller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going up top for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away and falls incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for us a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Gano's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. With possession switching back to the New York Giants. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they get a kicker can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And at this point, they trail the visiting.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Yellow, go, red, cycle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Check white.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Galladay, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. A big play here for Dallas. 66 yards.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Again, it'll be Evans.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Darrington Evans.
A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Jones throw complete there to Moore. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. That's his 14th interception on the season, and that number 14 ties the NFL single-season record.
Held by Dick Night Train Lane. Was that 1952?
52, more than a half-century ago.
And he's with the Rams that season.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want them draws with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now out come the Giants. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing Jones.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
On second and very short, Jones.
And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
Now Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Here's Jamie Gillen now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on...
He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third. Back now in Arlington. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Evans again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Evans.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know. If you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they got him to see.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Darrington Evans
with his 2nd touchdown. Afternoon.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Giants ready to come out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as it was added on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
It's a quarterback sneak, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Second and goal, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Desmond Ridder with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys had 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Trouble 38. White, black ultra.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him go right in front of our eyes because when he gets his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and sneak it here. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Here we go.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive. This fielded right at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do